Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his back in the middle. He's loose. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll toss it to the left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the big fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bennett. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left side. Runs through the tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. Finds some room. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Ready.
They'll send the back in motion. Laterals it back. Bringing the heat. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Back to pass, it's Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Leaves it with the back. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. On the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over the Bluebirds. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And and he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning on the Jets. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he puts through the extra point. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him! And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback adapting. Unleashes one. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Wide open spaces. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Bernard. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up second down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Bernard. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown time! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
A lot of times you want those big plays, you want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
A designed run for the quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. It's easy to trash the defense when you have a game like this, but I don't know how you stop this level of execution.
No, and we've got a lot of players, a lot of dudes, a lot of guys that are going to play on Sunday on the field. Both offenses so explosive. We've seen it all game.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the big fullback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. Listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking, bud.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That's reeled in. It's O'Neal. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that off.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rush is on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Miller. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something